नवल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यशोदनन्दन हरे राम 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 हरे हरे जय गंधर्विका गिरिधरी गंधर्विका गिरिधरी गौर हरि जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव जय भक्तवत्सला जय बालाजी भक्तवत्सला जय बालाजी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल श्री श्री गांधर्विका गिरिधारी श्रीमन गौरहरि की श्री श्री लक्ष्मी नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की भक्तवत्सल श्री बालाजी की श्रील प्रभुपाद की निताय गौर सीतनाथ प्रेमानंदे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठकीं मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमेश्वरं कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देव हरि वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Reading from Sri Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 16, Text 18-19, on the matter of prescribed duties for mankind. Devotees can repeat after me. Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnaya Niruddhaya Namaha Sankarshanaya Cha Namo Vijnana Matraya Paramananda Murtaye Atma Ramaya Shantaya Nivrita Dvaita Drishtaye Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhimahi Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya Namaha Sankarshanaya Cha Namaha Sankarshanaya Cha Namo Vijnana Matraya Namo Vijnana Matraya Paramananda Murtaye Paramananda Murtaye Atma Ramaya Shantaya Atma Ramaya Shantaya Nivritta Dvaita Drishtaye Nivritta Dvaita Drishtaye. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Narada gave Chitraketu the following mantra: O Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, who are addressed by the Omkara, Pranava, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. O Lord Vasudeva, I meditate upon you. O Lord Pradyumna, Lord Aniruddha, and Lord Sankarshana, I offer you my respectful obeisances. O reservoir of spiritual potency, O spiritual bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. You are the self-sufficient and most peaceful. O ultimate truth, one without a second, you are realized as Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, and are therefore the reservoir of all knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Prabhuji, anyone can repeat the shloka. Om Namastubhyam Daya Namo Sankarshanaya Cha Namo Vijnana Patraya Murtaye Atmaramaya Shantaya Pritadvaita Drutyaye Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhimahi Pradyumnaya Niruddhaya Sankarshanaya Cha Jnanamartaya Paramananda Murtaye Atma Ramaya Shantaya Nivritta Dvaita Drishta. Matajis. Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate Devaya Dhimani Pradyumnaya Aniruddhaya शनाय च विघ्नाय मात्राय परमानंदमूर्तये परमारामाय शांताय हरे कृष्ण. थैंक यू. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा. Welcome you all to this Sunday feast, last Sunday feast of this year. Of course, next Sunday will be the last Sunday, so we don't have a morning program. So, I once again thank the management and devotees here for giving me an opportunity to glorify and speak on Srimad Bhagavatam. So, with whatever little bit of knowledge that has been gained by hearing from the previous acharyas, by referring the shastras, and from the disciplic succession, that is what I'll try to repeat today. And I beg blessings and mercy from all the devotees here, so that I'm able to do justice on this wonderful scripture, the Amala Puran. So today's shloka is a very, very important shloka. Narada Muni is initiating Maharaj Chitraketu. He's giving him a mantra. Angira Muni and Narada Muni, Angira comes back the second time to visit Chitraketu Maharaj. And this time when he comes, he returns with Narada Muni. We all know that Chitraketu was a wonderful devotee of the Lord, ruling over the world. He had all riches, all happiness, but the only problem that he had in his life was he did not have a son. It is said that Bhagavatam says he had 10 million wives and none of them could bear a son. That is the soul. He says, I am not the body, I am the soul. Okay. So, is your body paining? No. Is your soul paining? No. So, where is the pain? The pain is in the mind. Are you the mind? No. So, then no problem. Go home. Your pain will get over. Then he understood, oh yeah, the pain is in the mind, right? So why I have to go? So like this, only a spiritual master can teach you. It can be through direct instructions, or it can be through some examples, or it could be through some realizations of his own. So like this different way they can teach you. And the devotees, the only thing with devotees is we'll have to always catch hold of them. If we have to get the mercy of Guru and Krishna, what is the qualification? Yes? Desire. Acharya says if we have to get the mercy of Guru and Krishna, the only qualification is we have to simply accept it. That's all, nothing else. Most of the times the mercy is flowing, but it is we who are not accepting it. We have closed our doors. We are very much, reserved whether it comes to service, we are in that comfort zone. Something which we are able to do, novada nombu kumbudno. In Tamil they will say. I don't know how many are Tamil here. So which means it is novada nombu kumbudno means without pain we have to pray. It is like that. So which means if everything are very comfort and very easy, then we will accept. That way mercy will not flow. And sometimes we will look very far beyond. Why the mercy is not coming? Why mercy is not coming? Maybe Guru and Krishna has not opened their eyes. Actually, there will be your Bhakti Vriksha leader or circle servant who is giving you service. Then we will not see it. We will not understand that the service from Guru and Krishna is coming through your Bhakti Vriksha leader or a temple president or a circle servant. We will think why Guru and Krishna is not giving. So this is the problem. So we'll have to always catch hold. So like I said, what is the only qualification? We have to just accept it. We should be too much greedy. Krishna bhakti rasabhavitamati kriyatam yatikutopi labhyate. Tatra laulyam api mulyam ekalam. Janma koti sukriter na labhyate. He says, if one is able to chant Hare Krishna, it is not because of his previous some good karma or something. You don't come to Krishna conscious because you have done some sukriti in the previous birth. The only qualification for you to able to chant Hare Krishna mantra is one should be greedy, more greedy about it. And it is said further, it says that the moment you see that kind of an opportunity, you have to grab it immediately. You should not stop it. Once Narada Muni was visiting Dwaraka. He visits the house of Satyabhama. So Satyabhama Mata serves Narada Muni nicely. He serves and then she serves him nicely, and then Narada Muni finds out that Satyabhama is in little bit of distress. Narada Muni asks, what happened? Satyabhama says that, Narada Muni, I have a problem. I am feeling very distressed. Narada Muni says, Supreme Lord himself is your husband. How can you say that you have problem? Satyabhama says, my husband is only my problem. Everyone is laughing. How come Prabhu correctly you are saying? So then Narada Muni says, is it? I thought he is a very innocent guy. So what happened? Satyabhama says, no, I have a doubt. Somewhere he is not giving that 100% love to me. He is not, his love is all divided. Somewhere I feel that problem is there. So what to do? Narada Muni says, you have to do charity, dana. Whatever is your favorite item, whatever you like the most, you give charity. And to whom you give? You give it to some Krishna Bhakta. You give it to the devotees. Then he asks, Narada Muni asks, what is the thing that most you like the most? Satyabhama says, of course it is Krishna only. Okay, then you do that only. You take Krishna and give him dana to someone. Satyabhama immediately goes. Krishna is lying down on the bed. She lifts him, puts dress on him and takes him. Krishna says, wait, I do not have breakfast, nothing doing, you come. So she takes Krishna, makes him all ready, nice beautification. Finally she gives gift. She is looking for the devotee. There is no other devotee better than Narada Muni. She said, you are the greatest of devotee, I will give you, take. So Narada Muni said, are you sure? So can I take Krishna? Okay, fine, it's given. Krishna is not understanding anything because he has just got up from sleep. He is looking here and there. Then Narada Muni removes his veena, hands it over to Krishna. Chalo, come, follow me. Now you are my servant. Whatever I have to tell, I will tell, you have to follow. So the moment Satyabhama sees this, then she comes into prajna. So she says, she comes into consciousness, she said, the whole reason I asked you for this help is that Krishna is not completely loving me. Now you are taking Krishna himself. So then she falls on the feet of Narada Muni and says that, no, somehow you can't do this. Because if you take Krishna, then there is no meaning for what I asked. Please help me from this situation. Narada Muni said, no, you have given me dana, you have given me a word, you have given me charity. So nothing can be done. And then Satyabhama finally she fell into the feet and she said, no, I really beg sorry, forgiveness. It is somehow I have done this. Please help me out from this situation. Then Narada Muni says that, okay, so you should do one thing. You weigh Krishna and something that is equivalent to Krishna's weight. You have to give me so much of wealth. If you can give me so much of your gold and wealth that is equal to Krishna's weight, then I can be happy and I can take it. Satyabhama became very happy. She told, wealth is it? Fine, it is very easy for me. Do you know who is my father? No, we all devotees or people in general, whenever we become angry or fight, this is the question we ask. Do you know from who is my father? Do you know from which family I have come? Actually, they will not know the family name. Simply they will ask. If you ask him, okay, tell the family name, they will be, I don't know. So like this, Satyabhama asked, who is Satyabhama's father? Satrajit. And how is he very rich? Yeah, he had the Samantaka jewel. So Satyabhama was very happy. And she put a phone to the father. And they made Krishna to sit on the weighing machine. And she started bringing the gold and filling the other side. But unfortunately, surprisingly, she is filling, nothing is getting filled. She bought gold from neighbor's house, like we do now. Whenever we go for a marriage function, we'll be having gold. But still we'll like next to the other house, Mataji's gold. Oh, this looks very nice. No, okay, Mataji, can you give it for one day? Maybe when you go, I'll give it for the other day. So like this, she also borrowed from all the houses, from entire Dwaraka they bought. And they put the gold. Nothing is happening. Now Satyabhama got doubt. Did my father cheat me? Is this all rolled gold? Is it all real gold? Because it is not weighing properly, no? So then she's looking at Narada Muni. Narada Muni saw Krishna and, chalo, you come. This is not going to work out. He again took the veena and handed over to Krishna. Satyabhama said, wait. Let's see what happens. Then she's praying, she doesn't know what to do. Then meanwhile, one of the maid servants went and complained to Rukmini. Hey, you know what they're doing for your husband? They are selling him. They are selling him and they are selling him to someone, they are putting in some weighing machine like you do, you know, this old papers, newspapers, plastic, everything like that you put and get some money. Like that they are selling your husband. Why don't you go? The moment Rukmini heard this, she's coming. Only then she's coming to know all these scene has happened. And the moment she does this, it's a long story. What Rukmini does is, she immediately goes to Tulsi Maharani, does pradakshina, prays to her, just takes a Tulsi leaf. She goes back and asks Satyabhama to remove all those gold, extra gold, whatever she's put. And then he places that Tulsi. And the moment the Tulsi is placed, the Lord comes up. Vrinde Devi Tulsi Maharani ki jai. So like this, what we can learn from this is, it is again here Narada Muni, exalted Vaishnava, who could solve these kind of issues. And another moral of the story is how powerful Tulsi Maharani is. Especially it is said that devotees who are very much struggling in their life, materially, with lot of issues, it is recommended that we praise Tulsi Maharani very, very sincerely. And the moment we pray Tulsi Maharani very sincerely, she will remove all the material hindrances from our life. Prahlad Maharaj actually gives us a formula for happiness in 7th canto. Sukhaya dukkha mokshaya sankalpa iha karminaha sadapnoti haya dukkham anihaya sukhavrataha. It is a very beautiful shloka. We can repeat. Sukhaya dukkha mokshaya sankalpa iha karminaha sadapnoti haya dukkham anihaya sukhavrataha. The meaning goes like this. The one who remembers this It's a good formula that we can actually practice in our life. Prahlad Maharaj says, in this material world, everyone is looking for happiness, to gain happiness and to go away from distress. This is what everyone is looking for. But what will work? In the second part of the shloka he says, but one who really wants to be happy should not aim for attaining happiness. You understood? Somebody who wants to be really happy, he should not aim for gaining happiness. The moment when someone starts aiming for happiness, then his time of distress is started. This is what Prahlad Maharaj says. Sometimes we see it is like that, right? Somebody maybe keep on trying for a promotion. Oh Krishna, why you did not give me promotion? I've been struggling. No, give me promotion, give me promotion. He'll be praying daily. Till then he'll be having a happy life. Well, the only problem is he's not having a promotion, which means he's not having a good salary. But one fine day promotion comes and he's feeling very happy. His manager announces, you have got a promotion. So he's very happy. He's going to shop, buying the sweets and distributing. And then the manager calls and tells, I forgot to tell you, you have been promoted to Bihar. Then what happened? From promotion he got happiness, and from that happiness he got a distress. When I say Bihar, I mean, I don't know if there are some Bihari devotees here. I mean somebody from South India is being transferred to Bihar. Okay? Yeah. So maybe they might think, oh, Bihar is really such a poor place or something like that? Definitely not. I meant maybe someone working in Bengaluru is getting transferred to Bihar, that way. Let's say, understand the example that way. So what happened? With happiness, the distresses also come. This is what Prahlad Maharaj says. Just be happy with whatever you have. The moment you are happy with whatever you have and you don't try something more, I mean, if there is something that has to come, that will definitely come. But the moment you keep trying more, then sadapnoti haya dukkam anihaya sukhavrataha. He says the moment you try for a happiness, your time of distress is started. Better be quiet so that your happiness is prolonged. So this is the sutra, the formula for happiness. And especially we have to take the shelter of the Lord, like I was saying, whenever we are in distress. Now we have only two choices. Either we have to be under the control of Maya or under the control of three modes of material nature. It does not guarantee that one becomes a devotee and chanting Hare Krishna is always under the control of Krishna. No. It only depends on how we have surrendered. We have two choices. Either you be under the control of Maya or either be under the control of Krishna. So, if we are under the control of, you open the gate and go inside, and suddenly there is a dog which is coming, running and coming. Almost it is coming to bite you, gone, that's all. And suddenly the owner of the dog comes from inside. Jimmy, come inside. The moment the owner says, the dog will go away. It will understand, yes, this person is known to my owner. Looks like this person is a friend of my owner. So I am not supposed to bark at him. So when you do like that, when you are known, when you are a friend of the owner, the dog will not attack you. Similarly, when we are surrendered to the Lord, we don't come under the control of three modes of nature. Because just like the dog's owner is the house owner, the owner of three modes of, controller of three modes of nature and Maya is Krishna himself. So without Krishna's knowledge, they cannot attack you. If somebody thinks, oh, I don't want the help of owner, let me try to fight out with the dog. Come on, let me see. Come. Then that's all. We'll end up in government hospital with 7 injections. So that is why we'll have to be very careful. Anyways, now we'll go to the purport, what Srila Prabhupada says. It's a very beautiful and very deep purport. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that he is Pranavaha, Sarva Vedeshu, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras. In the transcendental knowledge, the Lord is addressed as Pranava, Omkara, which is a symbolic representation of the Lord in sound. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So here, Narada Muni is initiating Chitraketu, giving him the mantra. It starts Om Namo Bhagavate, Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate, or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So here Prabhupada explains that this Om, the syllable, is actually a transcendental sound vibration of the Lord. It is a sound form of the Lord. This is also being supported in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, Vibhuti Yoga, Lord says that I am the transcendental form, Om. He says I am the first letter A or A. I am the transcendental form sound. And even if somebody can read out, I think it's 8.13, there is a similar shloka, and Prabhupada in the purport in Bhagavad Gita mentions that the Omkara, the potency of Omkara is already present within the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. See, any mantra, what is a mantra? Mantra means, man means mind, and tra means one which regulates the mind. Right? This is what is called as mantra. And mantra has another meaning. It means sound vibration. Now there are many sound. Say, for example, you just clap your hand. There is a sound which is generated, but that sound does not have any meaning. So there is something called as meaningless sound. And then there is something called as meaningful sound. For example, this is a table. Now this is table. When I say table, it has some meaning because it is an object. Similarly, there is a sound vibration which is coming from the spiritual world. There is a sound vibration which is directly coming from the spiritual world. Goloka Premadana Harinama Sankirtana. So it is the Premadana directly from the Goloka. So this spiritual sound vibration which is coming directly from the spiritual world is called as mantra. This is the second meaning of mantra. So the first meaning is something that can, sound vibration that can regulate the mind, and the second meaning is the sound vibration which is coming directly from the spiritual world. Now if you take mantra, any mantra, it is constituted of three parts. One is called the bija, second one is called the nama, and third one is called the nyasa. Bija means, now we saw, right, Om. Om is the Adi Bija. All the Vedic literatures start from this Om. That is why even our Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1 and Text 1 starts with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadiyasya Yato. So it starts from Om. All the Vedic, some Krishna says, Shastra says that it is the transcendental form, sound form of the Lord. Some people say it is a form of Lakshmi Narayana. Some people say it is a form of Radha Krishna. Some people say it is elsewhere it is said it is a form of Shiva Parvati. But ultimately the understanding is that Om is a transcendental sound vibration which has everything in it, all the potencies in it. Now this is what is called as a Bija mantra, seed of the mantra. Seed of the mantra means, when you see a plant or a tree, it starts from the seed. The moment you grow a seed, that is what is the foundation. It starts from the seed. So similarly, a mantra is based on the seed, bija. Second one is nama. Nama means on whose name the mantra is. For example, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. What is the nama here? Vasudeva is the nama. In fact, we can see in this shloka, Om Namastubhyam Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhimahi. So here again the name is there on the name of Vasudeva. And what is Nyasa? Nyasa is a kind of a rule and regulation how this mantra needs to be chanted. For example, in this shloka you see the word Dhimahi. Dhimahi means, Prabhupada here translates as to meditate upon. To meditate upon. So he is calling out to the Lord and meditating on him. So this mantra should be meditated. When you chant this mantra, you have to meditate on the Lord. That is the regulation, nyasa, which you have to follow. So there is bija, nama and nyasa. All these three put together is called as a mantra. Any mantra will have these three things. That is why even when you see the Gayatri mantra also, when you see the Gayatri mantra also, you are invoking the Lord. It starts from Om. Even Dhimahi is there in the Gayatri mantra also. And you take any mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Om is the Bija mantra, Shiva's name is there. So like this there are, basically any mantra will have those. Some mantras, why do we have Nyasa? Because most of the mantras have those rules and regulations. Maybe in Shastras it is said that only Brahminical people have to chant some mantras. Some mantras should be chanted only at a particular time. So like this there are many rules and regulations. This is what is called as mantra. Now above mantra there is something called as Maha Mantra. There are so many mantras as per the Shastras, but there is only one Maha Mantra. What is that? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. We have Kumbh Mela and Maha Kumbh Mela. What is Maha Kumbh Mela? It is the father of all. It's the biggest, nothing bigger than that. So similarly, there are mantras and there is something called as Maha Mantra, which means there is nothing bigger than that. Now somebody might have a question, there are so many mantras, then why only Maha Mantra? The reason Maha Mantra, the technical reason why Maha Mantra is being given is, this Maha Mantra, any mantra will have Bija, Nama and Nyasa. The seed of the mantra, the name of the Lord and the rules for it. Out of these three, it is said the most potent is Nama, the name of the Lord. And when you see the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, there is no Bija, there is no Nyasa. It is only Nama, Nama and Nama. Hare, Krishna and Rama. That is why it is called as Maha Mantra. And when you compare to other mantras, there is no bigger rules and regulations. Of course, like in 8.13 Prabhupada mentions, the potency of Om is already there, hidden within the mantra. And there is Nyasa also, there is rules and regulations also. What is the only rule which we have to follow while chanting the Hare Krishna mantra? We have to hear. That's the only rule. But explicitly you see the mantra is filled with only Nama, Nama and Nama, which means the potency is more. That is why it is called as Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So here Prabhupada further explains, from Sankarshana comes a second Narayana expansion. And from this Narayana comes further expansions of Vasudeva, Pradyumna, Sankarshana and Aniruddha. So here Prabhupada explains about the creation. We all should be knowing, the Adi Purusha or the supreme origin is Krishna himself. And from him comes Balaram. And from Balaram comes the first expansion of Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. And from that first Sankarshana, the second expansion comes. Another Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Aniruddha and Pradyumna. From this second Sankarshana, this second expansion of Sankarshana is the source of three Vishnus. Who are the three Vishnus? Karanodakasai Vishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu and Kshirodakasai Vishnu. Karanodakasai Vishnu is lying down in the Karana ocean. And he is the one who is responsible for this material creation. He creates the Mahattattva, the material elements. And then he is lying down. Once he creates this material world, somebody has to hold that material universe. Right? We all scientifically, science says that this everything is floating. But actually it is the Supreme Lord. Yes, there is law of gravitation, all the other things. But ultimately behind this is the Lord who is holding the. So to uphold, the Lord goes as Karanodakasai Vishnu and he is lying down in the Karana ocean. This Karana ocean is nothing but our Viraja river, right, which is separating the spiritual world from the material world. And from Karanodakasai Vishnu's pores, body pores, there are millions of Brahmandas that has been created, universes. From each pores there is Brahmanda coming. And inside each Brahmanda, anyways, we know that the next expansion is From Karnodaka Sai Vishnu, the next expansion is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And it is from Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, there is a lotus coming from his navel, and then Brahma is born from that lotus flower. And then Brahma meditates upon the Lord gives him the Vedas, and then using that Vedic knowledge, he creates the living entities. He creates this Brahmanda, and each Brahmanda has 14 planetary systems. Now Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu expands and goes into each of these Brahmanda. Right? So there is only one Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. How many Garbhodaka Sai Vishnus are there? As many Brahmandas are there, so many Garbhodaka Sai Vishnus are there. Karnodaka Sai Vishnu is just one for the entire material creation, one Karnodaka, but there are many Garbhodaka Sai Vishnus. Where is this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu lying down? 5th canto Bhagavatam says, he lies down below the Patala Lokas. There is Garbhodaka ocean. So that is where he lies down. And what is he doing? Entire material creation is upholded by Karnodaka Sai Vishnu. Now there is each Brahmanda. Within each Brahmanda there are 14 planetary systems. That has to be supported and upholded by someone, right? So that is why Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu goes there. And then Brahma creates living entities. Each atom, each living and non-living entity. And inside each of this living and non-living entity, each atom, the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is further expanded as Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, and he enters. Even within us, the Paramatma is called as Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And who is he upholding? He is upholding us, we the Jiva-atmas. Even we want support. We cannot think that, we are being supported by our heart, kidney and brain, our body, our bones. No. Yes, scientifically, externally, yes. But the whole source of that support is Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And where is this Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu situated? He is also situated in Brahmanda only. But he comes in the top. Kshirasagara, we say the milk ocean, right? Shweta Dvipa. In the Shweta Dvipa, this Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is situated. So these are the expansions of Vishnu, and all these put together is only 25% of the entire creation of the Lord. This material creation is only constitutes for 25%. The rest of the 75% is the spiritual world. This is confirmed. Okay. The Sankarshana in this group is the original cause of the three Purushas, namely Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is situated in every universe in a special planet called Shweta Dvipa. This is confirmed in the Brahma Samhita, Andantarastha. The word Anda means this universe. Within this universe is a planet called Shweta Dvipa, where Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is situated. From him come all the incarnations within this universes. So it is confirmed that it is the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu who is the source of all these incarnations. So sometimes it is very, very difficult for us to understand, because you see, we are the Lord is the supreme, and to understand his energies, it is very, very difficult. It is inconceivable in nature. Why is it inconceivable? Because our senses are imperfect. Our senses are limited. We cannot see beyond something, beyond a certain distance. We cannot hear beyond a certain distance. Right? Our senses are very, very limited. And that is why it is inconceivable for us. But the Lord is very, very merciful, and that is the reason he incarnates in Archa Vigraha form. There are 5 ways to understand Lord or to take darshan of the Lord. First one is you can take darshan of the Lord in the Vaikunta as Swayam Vasudeva. Second one is you can take darshan of the Lord in the Shweta Dvipa, in the Milky Ocean. Third, you can take darshan of the Lord as various incarnations. Fourth, you can take darshan of the Lord as Swayam Paramatma. And fifth, you can take darshan of the Lord through deity form, Archa Vigraha. Now when you see the other four methods, it is not possible for us. Can we go? Can we book a train or bus to Vaikunta and go and see the Lord? No, we cannot see. So that is ruled out. Second, can we go to Shvetadvipa and take darshan of the Lord? No. In fact, it is said that even the demigods cannot go. It is said that actually when you see the demigods going and praying to the Lord, they do not go to the Vaikuntha Lokas. They go to this planet called Shvetadvipa to take darshan of Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. And sometimes he comes, sometimes he does not come. Sometimes he comes physically, personally and gives them darshan. Sometimes he only through the sound vibration he gives the instructions. So this Kshirasagara, the milky ocean, is like a consulate. For example, if somebody wants to go to US, you will have to first go to the embassy in India and apply for the visa. Only then you can go to the US, right? So similarly, that milky ocean, Kshirasagara within this material world is a consulate to Vaikunta. Nobody, even Brahma cannot go to Vaikunta. Maximum they can go to this place. They will go to the shore and they will pray for the Lord. And out of Lord's sweet will and wish, he might come or he might not come, or he will just give instructions through sound vibrations. So that is also ruled out, possible. Incarnations, is it possible to take darshan? Maybe if we would have born during Krishna's time or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's time, we could have. But right now, currently, are there any incarnations? There are so-called so-so Swamijis and so-so Babas who are claiming themselves to be incarnations. But unfortunately, the Shastras has not confirmed it. So which means currently we don't have an incarnation also. Fourth, Paramatma. Are we able to see it? When we switch off the light, our own form itself we can't see. Where can we see Paramatma? So that is also ruled out. So the only form which can see is the Archa Vigraha, deity form of the Lord. And that is why Lord shows that special mercy, and that is why Prabhupada recommends deity worship so much, because it is a service which can purify you. Because sometimes we chant, and we all know every time we are not chanting intensely, or every time we are not chanting offenselessly, we do a lot of offenses, we do a lot of aparad. And to adjust all these things, that is why Prabhupada has very mercifully given us this deity worship. By doing deity worship, have you, lot of us here, while chanting we have mobile at hands, mobile phones. But have you ever seen a pujari doing puja and having mobile like this? No, because he is completely focused. Even without our knowledge, that focus will completely come to us. And through that, what will happen is, it will give us a purification. And with that purification, we can actually chant nicely. That is why sometimes when Prabhupada was there, these devotees used to go in the bus party for book distribution. And sometimes it starts with very spiritual competition and they end up fighting with each other. No, there is always fight with devotees, and Prabhupada really got fed up with this. No, each time he is coming and he is asking the devotees not to fight. So what he said is, for some days you stop, you don't go. All you devotees who are going in the bus party, no more going for book distribution. All of you come inside and get into Pujari Seva. Do deity worship. Everyone do deity worship so that you get purified, and then you can go back to the Seva. So it is a way, because we all believe in the personal. Our tattva is personal. It's not impersonalism. It is the personal form of Seva. And the only way to communicate with the Lord is through his Archa Vigraha form. And how do we worship this Archa Vigraha? It says whenever we are doing deity worship, we should have 3 mindsets. So first one is, we have to, when we are doing deity worship to the Lord, we have to consider the deity as our own child. When we consider the deity as our own child, then automatically that love. See, for example, a mother, how she takes care of the baby. So nicely, very at correct time she will feed food. She will serve milk, she will not serve it very hot because the tongue will get boiled. Very carefully. So even that is the way you have to do. Sometimes at our house, oh, my husband has to go to office, my children's school is getting late. Directly from the stove we bring and we keep it. We will not even place down there. Directly take it and place it in the altar. Krishna, you drink, you are all powerful. Why can't you drink? No, in Archa Vigraha form, the beauty of the Lord is, He is completely dependent on us. He is not, He comes in a mindset that, I am no one, I am just under your control, I am yours, you have to take care of me. I will not help myself, no self-service. One day in Kanchipuram, there was a great devotee called as Varada Guru. So this Varada Guru was a great devotee of the Lord. Every day he was spending time taking darshan of Varadaraja Swami Perumal. And one day what happened, he is just noticing that it is a time for offering boga. And this Pujari is noticing that Pujari is coming fast, he is just shaking. He is just shaking and he is running and his hands are shivering. So he calls Pujari and asks, why, what happened, why is your hand shivering? So he says, no, this milk, I am offering this kheer to the Lord, but the kheer is very, very hot, I am not able to hold it. So then this Varada Guru, he said, you yourself, you are not able to hold it even through your fingers. That too, you are just holding the vessel. With what mind you are going and offering to, of course, he was very, very respectful. He did not chastise. And that is also something which we have to learn. Sometimes while doing the service, when something goes wrong, we say, Mataji, Prabhuji, are you so foolish? Don't you know? Is this what you have been taught? You have been here in Krishna conscious from so many years. What is all this happening? No, we become very judgmental. When others do the mistake, we become a judge. When we do a mistake, we become a lawyer. We will tell, no, it is not like this, like that. So here, Varada Guru is teaching us, even when there is a mistake happening, how we have to approach a Vaishnava. Should not hurt him. So he says, don't you think that milk will boil the tongue, lotus tongue of the mouth of Krishna? Then he said, you come here, I will stir it for you. Then he takes a kheer and he is stirring it so that all this heat is removed completely. And while he is doing that, he is doing nicely from one vessel to one vessel, he is pouring and he is making sure that the heat is completely removed. While he is doing it, from the altar, he heard one sound, Amma, like this. Who was it? It was Sakshat Varadaraja Perumal. Because this devotee, Varada Guru, with that Vatsalya Baha, just like a mother will not feed the hot milk to the child, with that bhava, he was actually doing it. And the moment he did that, the Lord could identify that Vatsalya bhava. And he considered him as Amma, mother. And he started calling Amma. And from that day it is said that every time the Lord has a problem, he comes either in front of this Varada Guru or comes in his dream and shares everything, because now he is a mother for him. One time he did not have a proper mantap shelter. So he came inside in the dream of this Varada Guru and he said that, no, there is some utsav going on, I don't have a proper mantap. And this mantap was built. And from that day, that person, Varada Guru, was called as Nadadur Ammal. Anyone heard this? Nadadur Ammal. So which means the name actually means that he was just cooling down the milk. And even today, in the temple, if you go, he is known as Nadadur Ammal. Anyone who does not knows the pastime will think that he is a lady. He is actually a gent. He's a man, and because of this pastime, the Lord considered him as Amma. Anyways, coming back, the first, what was I speaking? We have to consider deity as our child. So we'll have to consider, we have to be very careful, offering on time. What do you do for your babies? Proper, correct 8 o'clock, correct 12 o'clock, correct 7 o'clock. So we should be like that. What we will do? Oh, today afternoon's veg biryani is left over. So anyways, we will be eating that. So for the Lord, what to do? Maybe I'll offer some fruit or milk. We'll put it off. He is one within your family. Are we really, if we really think that he is one within our family, then whatever food we are eating, that only we will serve him also. We are eating biryani and he is saying, oh, anyways, now it is already offered in the afternoon. Now again I have to bring and do something. Maybe some milk, that to plain milk we'll just go and keep. Or we'll just try to find out some fruit. Some devotees, they just go and keep some dry carrot, thinking that he's like some rabbit or something. So these things we'll do. So we have to consider him one within our family. That is how we have to serve him. So this is first, thinking him as a child. Second, we have to consider him as a prince. Why we have to consider him as a prince? Now if we just think him about him as a child, there is a problem. What is the problem? We'll take a lot of lenience. We take care of the children nicely, but when the children does something naughty things, we'll hit. Hey, what you're doing? Go, no other work. Like that, even we'll start behaving with Krishna. That is why Acharyas are keeping a check. Not just a child, you see as a prince also. Oh, Krishna, you, no problem, he is a supreme Lord. No, we will try to become Sahajiyas. Try to act one within the Lord. Oh, he is my son, he is my kid, so I can do whatever I want. That kind of a mindset should not come within a devotee. That is why Acharya says, you have to see like a prince. What is the problem with the prince? What is the checkmate? For a prince, there is always a maid servant to take care of the prince. And if she does not take care properly, she is always fearful of the king. The king will come and question. Sometimes you will be put into death. You will be under punishment if you don't take care of the prince properly. That is why we will have to take care of Krishna. The deity is like a prince. And the last one, you have to take care. The deity is like a elephant. What, Prabhu? Kid and prince is okay. What is this elephant? So should I go and sit on the top of the elephant, or should I go and do a safari? No. The understanding of an elephant is the mahout. The mahout thinks that he is actually controlling the elephant. But is it true? Is it true? It is actually the elephant who is adjusting to the mahout. The elephant is such a big animal. Within 1 second, if it thinks it can. Recently, 1 month back, there was a temple near Tirunelveli, Tiruchendur. It is one of the Arupadai, one of the important temples among the 6 temples of Kartikeya. And there is one beautiful, one very, very friendly elephant, one lady elephant it is. That elephant is very, very famous. It is known to be very friendly in nature on day-to-day basis. It's a tourism spot. It is the temple is near the beach. And so many people come to see this elephant. And in November, recently 1 month back, what this elephant did is, there was a mahout. There were totally 3 mahouts, and 2 mahouts had gone out to purchase. And it just took that friend, that person, and it threw him. And it did not also notice the other person. The other person came to help, and the elephant did not realize. And it killed both of them. And out of that frustration, it attacked that new person even more. And this is known to be a very, very friendly elephant. And both were dead within. So, the point is, the elephant, it is not, yes, it is a very, very sattvic animal. But a mahout can never think that he is in control of the elephant. It is actually the elephant which is adjusting. Similarly, if a mahout has to go and sit on the elephant, how can he do it? Yeah, elephant will bend down. It will bend down and show its leg. He cannot do like a horse rider. He cannot jump like Superman and sit. Because this is the only opportunity option for you. Because this is the only opportunity option for you. So the Lord is actually kneeling down, putting his head down in front of us. And he is the one who is cooperating with us. It is not actually we, just like the elephant cooperates. So this is how we'll have to consider. These three things is what we have to keep in mind when we do deity worship. That is, we'll have to consider deity as our own child. Then we'll have to consider not only as a child, we'll have to consider as a prince. And not only as a child and prince, but we will also have to consider deity as a elephant. And by this way, when we do, then the Lord will give us enough knowledge. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami bhukti yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. So he will give us, once possible. Am I able to do it? The baby thinks that, oh, I can't do it. Even though the baby thinks like that, does the baby not accept the father? No, the baby still accepts the father. The baby still accepts, yeah, I am not able to do it. I am not able to copy my father. But still he is my father. He is my dear father. I love him. That's how the Lord's energies are sometimes inconceivable for us, not understanding it. We won't understand it. But that does not mean that we have to not accept Krishna as the Supreme. So Krishna is the Supreme Lord, and he says, the moment you worship me, become my devotee, I will give you the required understanding. And through that, you will be able to surrender unto me. Okay? So this ends this purport. It's a big purport, but we just try to cover some important aspects of it. Thank you. Hare Krishna. If anyone has any doubts, you can ask. Any comments or reflections? Anything? Yes, Prabhu. No, it is not adjust. The whole point is, when the mahout is taking care of the elephant, it is the elephant who is cooperating. No, it is bending down so that the mahout could get up. And it is actually the elephant, which is such a soft animal, even though its body is so big and it is so strong in nature, it does not even think to attack. Oh, this guy is very less powerful. Why is he coming and controlling me? Let me push him away. The elephant is not thinking like that. So that is that is what the mindset we should have when we take care of the Lord. Actually, the Lord is cooperating with us. He is accepting all our services. He is not telling that, hey, you are not at all qualified. What bhakti do you have? Who are you to come and serve me? The Lord never thinks like that. Even though the Lord is supreme and we are no one in front of him, he's still taking that mood where he is accepting our service. That is why this example is given. It is not that Lord is considered as an elephant. It is that mindset between a mahout and an elephant. Okay, Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Gurudev ki, Thai Gaur Sitanath Premanandi Harir. Is doing the announcements.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.